Alright, we are back playing some more Historic today, and no longer playing the Bushwhacker deck. As much fun as it is, I actually do kind of care about winning right now because we just hit Mythic, and today we're playing the Boros Energy deck, which, I mean, you could argue it's the best deck in the format, or it's at least the most consistent. There's some good matchups, some bad matchups, but every matchup you have at least like a 40% chance, I would say. Pretty stock version of the list. Nothing crazy to talk about. I'm only playing 2 Ocelot Prides because I haven't been super impressed with the card, and I brought in 2 Lion Sash instead, which not only is it a cat, which is a little bit of a synergy with Ajani, it also interacts with the graveyard, and I've been playing against a lot of those stupid shifting woodland decks lately that I really just wanted more interaction with the graveyard, so trying a couple copies of that. Other than that, the list is pretty stock. Just a couple spicy 1 and 2 ofs, I guess you could say. But yeah, we're gonna hop into some matches, see if we can get into the top 250 in Historic Ranked, get ourselves a play-in qualifier. Yeah, like I said, seen a lot of those graveyard-based decks, Shifting Woodland, what's the other card? I mean, obviously Ulamog is the big one, with Emperor of Bones. A few Sorin decks, those also are kind of obnoxious, but not the end of the world. Like with the Bushwhacker deck, if your opponent played a Sorin and put in Saint Elenda, it was just GG on the spot. But with this, we can kind of fight through it. We're fighting against the number 122 ranked player. We're in the 800s ourselves. This is a keep. I wish I was going to play, but oh, it might be a mirror match. Or it might be the enchantments deck, which would be not great with this hand. Usually want to play Guide of Souls first, but I think I'm actually going to drop Sentinel here. Try to get some card advantage on the draw. So if he plays like a bombardment, we get a little bit of value. I'm not going to block. Ooh, another Sentinel, okay. Oh my lord, okay. So I can play Amped Raptor, or I can go Guide of Souls Headliner. I kind of like that line, because that's a lot of 1 toughness creatures over there that we can start to pick off. Yeah, I don't hate that. I'm gonna play yeah, let's drop Eiganjo, a little guide into Headliner. Just pass the turn. Voice of Victory, alright. So this looks like a mirror match. Okay, that's a good draw. I think we're going to go... It's actually kind of tricky. I might just have to trade Headliner for Voice. He only has 1 card in hand, so we're doing pretty good on card advantage. I kind of wish I'd traded Esper Sentinels now, because this Bombardment is going to be hard to get down without giving a bunch of extra cards. Headliner, I'm not super worried about. You can trade it for my Guide of Souls if he wants. Alright, yeah. It's not the most efficient use of our turn, but we're going to mobilize, kill off the Voice. Takes 1. Play this tapped. See what he decides to do. Shocking. Interesting. Okay. Yep, as expected, he's just gonna trade. Play something. Another voice, okay. Let me think. I'm actually going to trade 1-for-1 here and just play 2 creatures, I think. Ooh, that's not bad either. Let's drop the Amped Raptor. Now I wish I'd played Ajani first. Unfortunate. It's decline. Yep, I misordered that. It's pretty bad on my part. We're still doing okay though. If he doesn't draw a way to kill my Ajani, he did. That sucks. Alright. Okay, it's not the end of the world either. We can play Voice, bring back Luris. Next turn, play Luris, get something back. He's probably going to crack his Canyon end of turn. I can drop Bombardment, but I don't want to give him cards. So I'd rather wait to drop that until a later turn. I'm just going to go Voice, Luris. We're in no danger on the board, so that's good. He's going to draw his card. Drawing the game out long also isn't the worst, because eventually that prison is going to be taxing him down pretty hard, unless he finds a guide. He found Bombardment. That's pretty annoying. It's gonna kill off my 2/1 toughness guys. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. Yep. We're just gonna take 3. Play Luris, but there's no good reason to here because you can just pick it off next turn with the Voice Bombardment. This is gonna be tricky. If I drew an untapped land, I could go Luris Stadium and activate the stadium, but I think I'm just gonna play Bombardment. If he wants to sack his board to take care of my Voice, I think I'm okay with that. We'll pay. He is going to go for it. I guess it makes sense because he was going to lose most of his guys anyway. We are behind, but not terribly so. We have the Luris in hand, he doesn't. If we draw a removal spell for the Voice, if we draw like an Ajani, yep, he's just gonna get back Luris. Attack for 3, for 5 really, because he can sack. Yeah. We're gonna need some good top decks here. Okay, let's think. Go Lurrus. Bringing back Amped Raptor to try to find something to answer the voice. But if it bricks, it's really bad. I can Lurrus, bring back Headliner, but the Headliner can't kill the voice anymore. Lurrus, bring back Voice. I think I'm just gonna go Veteran, Lurrus. Oh, the Amped Raptor, I'm an idiot. Ugh, the Amped Raptor can't. It doesn't work because it's not cast from the hand. Yeah, I made that mistake multiple times in the past. So I think we just go Voice of Victory. Yeah, now I'm not liking this position. But the Static Prison, he only has one more turn with it. I'll get my Ajani back next turn. Whether it survives long enough is the question. Another Static Prison. Ugh. Okay. Lurrus. Okay. Just gonna pick off my Lurrus. Block. Guide of Souls. I think this is just GG. Well, no, it's not, because the Static Prisons are going to come off. So we can play Guide. Send one of these two to the air. Do I want to give him... Yeah. Attack. You're gonna gain a bunch of life. This voice is gonna be hard for him to kill. So next turn's gonna suck, but the turn after that we get Ajani and Bombardment back. He doesn't have a Guide of Souls in his graveyard. I guess he can get back Amped Raptor just to pay for the Static Prisons for another turn. Oh, he's just giving me Ajani back right now. I guess that makes sense. So he can just kill the Ajani right away. Kind of curious, but okay. I guess if his plan is just to recur Static Prisons from the yard, that also, I guess, makes some sense. But he just gave me a cat and a bunch of life for no reason, if that's the case. Okay. Oh, he's going after the Voice of Victory now. Okay, and then he's going to kill the Ajani with the tokens. That, I guess, makes sense. And he has a Headliner. Yep, he's top decking better than I am, that's for sure. He's going to pick guys, or just the Guide of Souls. Yeah. No blocks. I guess I could have blocked the voice. Doesn't really matter though. Okay. Without any removal whatsoever. There's no point bringing back the Lunarch because he can just kill it. This game is just a lost cause. I'm going to pack it in here. So we want Claim the Firstborn. We want... This does nothing. Don't love Fragment Reality. It can hit the Bombardment, but then it just gives him a 1-drop. Pithing Needle doesn't help because anything we can name will just hurt ourselves. So we don't really change too much here. I'll trim on one veteran, kind of low impact card, and a Lion Sash, I guess. It can be useful against like Luris, and it just gets big on its own, but it's just a little slow. I'm just trying to think if there's something better we want on the play. I'll cut the second one on the draw, but I'll go like this. Obviously playing first. This is a keep. I'm just thinking how I want to sequence this. Headliner, Souls. Yeah. This deals an extra damage at the expense of 1 life for us. Okay. Slightly punished, but not really, because just means we lose 1 life. Obviously no attacks. Hopefully draw some spells pretty soon. It's not what I wanted to see. It's a good card, but would have liked that last turn. We can play Ajani, we can attack with a guide and send it to the air. It's really my only play here. Our hands have just been really awkward both games. Pretty unfortunate. Really? Okay, I don't really know what that accomplishes against me. It turns off Luris, but like, so what? Really kind of flooding out here. Really sucks. I can try to flip my Ajani, but that doesn't really accomplish anything right now because we won't have a red permanent after. I also can't trigger my Guide of Souls again. This sucks. This really sucks. I think I just attack for 3 and pass, leaving up my headliner. Don't even have a Sunbaked Canyon I can get back. I'm not going to bring back Luris because it does nothing. I'd rather hold up my headliner just in case. Is a removal spell for something? Okay. Sure. Ay. Okay. We're going to... We're going to kill the guide, I think. That's the bigger problem right now. Here's another one. Okay. So, decisions. Blocking with a 1/1 does nothing because he can just, or with a 1/2 because he can sack after first strike damage. Blocking with both 1/2s guarantees that it dies at the expense of losing my probably Ajani, but it has to be done. Yep. Really? That you lose 2 guys for no reason. Why not just sack the Ocelot? Okay. Play a guide. Play a useless Luris and attack for 2. Attack with both. It's a trade either way if he wants. That's GG. We just drew too many lands both games, and he had all the action. That sucks. Alright, run it back. Mirror match is pretty miserable, because it really just comes down to who can find their Ajani bombardment combo first, or who can make their bombardment stick around longer. That is a matchup where, because I have been running the deck with 4 Voice of Victory instead of the Lion Sashes. Now I'm playing 2 and 2. That's a matchup where you really want all the voices, or 4 Ocelots. That's the only matchup where I want all 4 Ocelots. Otherwise, I think that's kind of a dead card. So it kind of sucks that after I made all those changes to the deck, I run into the matchup I didn't want to see. Because I'm building the deck to beat the rest of the format rather than the mirror, if that makes sense. Because the mirror doesn't really come down to those cards anyway. It just slightly reduces your win percentage. We'll be on the play. This is a great hand. Don't know what I'm up against. I'm actually going to lead with Esper Sentinel. I found that it's actually better usually to have the card advantage rather than the life. In the dark when you don't know what you're up against. Because it's rare that there's a deck that can just beat you with burn. Most decks are trying to assemble a combo. In which case you want to arm yourself with as many answers as possible rather than have some incidental life gain. And the energy's nice, obviously, but... Shipwreck Marsh. Okay. Let's go ahead and... drop Ajani. Making sure we don't lose energy for it. This could be the blue-black Psychic Frog tempo deck, which I think is actually a pretty decent matchup for us. They have such a low threat density. Cards like Esper Sentinel and Amped Raptor really give them fits. Oh, Grixis, huh? Okay. I kind of just want to play another Esper Sentinel rather than the Guide of Souls. I'm going to pay life for it. Doesn't have anything, that's good. This will probably just be GG once we flip our Ajani. That is the Wombo combo that this deck's trying to put together. He needs a sweeper of some kind here. Or, I guess Sorin if he's playing Sorin. That is the one thing I'd probably be afraid of here. At least I draw 2 cards out of it. Oh, that is probably the best possible thing that could have happened. Because now I'm pretty sure he's just dead. We get to see what he discards. To give us a better idea what he's up against, or what he's up to. Flames of Anor. The One Ring. Alright. Tap for white. Tap for red and colorless. Decline. He's just dead on board, I believe. Attack. Put counters, because why not? Even though we can just sack to bombardment post-combat. Alright, so some variant of control, I guess? Or he could be playing like the Dreadhorde Arcanist tempo deck. That seems less likely, but Flames of Anor you usually only see in that style of deck. I'll bring in Pithing Needle for his One Ring and potentially Sorin. I'll bring in Path to Exile. Probably Fragment. I don't want to go too heavy on removal. I think I'd take out all my discharges, or yeah, I think I still have a good amount of removal without him. Lion Sash can stay. I saw Takanuma. He could be playing a graveyard strategy. Cut a Lunarch Veteran. Do I want... I kind of want Invasion. Because I don't know what he's up to. I'm going to cut these Ocelot Prides. Down to 25 creatures. This should be enough. Could cut the Lunarch Veteran because it's kind of a do-nothing card, especially now that we don't have the Ocelots. I'll bring in like one Fragment Reality on the draw. And we can reassess. Oh, do I want Containment Priest? Kind of. I'll cut one Voice of Victory for it. Yeah, that's... I don't know. Don't know what I'm doing. That's fine. Ooh. I don't like this. It's too many land. This looks better. What do I want to put back? Probably the Headliner. It's going to feel bad if he is more of a tempo strategy, but I really don't think he is. I don't know what he's playing Flames of Vanor for, but I'm going to go with my gut and say, especially on the draw, it's going to be hard to activate this. Okay. Let's play Esper Sentinel. Definitely our best card in this kind of matchup. Is Psychic Frog a wizard? I can never remember. Open mana, don't love that. Let's... He could be playing like a flash variant. Let's play... Let's attack. Nothing. I guess he could have a counterspell of some kind. Yeah, I'll drop Ajani. It's clear he doesn't have removal, so... Essence Scatter. Drown in the Walk. Okay. I'll take my card. Is that a wizard? It sure is. Okay. Start off with Amped Raptor. See what it gets us. Another Amped Raptor. Don't really want to use my Static Prison, but I also don't want to give him value with the Flames of Vanor. I'm just going to drop Esper Sentinel, I think. He could also have a sweeper of some kind. That would be really bad. Yeah, I'll Static Prison. No, it feels so bad. This is higher risk, higher reward. If he has a -2/-2 effect, like Vampire's Vengeance or something. Ooh, Meat Hook Massacre. That's real bad. At least I draw 2 cards out of it. Lion Sash, not a terrible draw. We're gonna lose some life here. Oh no, it's only when... Oh right, this is the the alchemy version of Meat Hook Massacre. Okay. Few options this turn. I can play Lion Sash, activated a couple times, or I can play Luris and a tap land. Luris gets countered next turn, that feels real bad. I don't think I want to do the Luris play this turn. Let's just play Lion Sash. Leave up 1 mana for it. If he has Fatal Push, it gets Fatal Pushed either way. Very strange game. I wonder if I'm supposed to cut a Bombardment in this matchup. I probably will if we go to game 3. That's real bad. Resolves. So this is just a straight up value deck, which I'm fine with. These are the matchups you usually want. Alright. Play Bombardment. Get back our Luris. Grixis. Keeps on top. I guess it doesn't matter because he's going to seek. Okay. Options. We can go Luris, Ajani. I'm assuming there's a removal spell in his hand, but then he has to choose between killing the Luris and the Ajani. Could have a make disappear, but I can pay for it. Unless he sacks the Oracle. Okay. Yeah, that happens. Decline. And Lion Sash, I guess. If he kills it, I can kill his Crucius at least. Obviously discarding the Bombardment. I can also discard the Static Prison, which isn't doing me a whole lot of good right now. I don't really want to give him a free card, so discard 1, discard 2. Oh, just discard 1 and 2. Okay. Gross. Easily get that extra card no matter what. Pithing Needle turned out to not be a great card to bring in because I haven't seen Sorin or anything to hit with it. I mean, on the bright side, I have this giant thing that's probably just going to die pretty soon. Time Twister. Okay, so we might be playing Narset. We'll just attack. We will start eating things. creatures he does. And I'll eat 2 of my own things. Static. No, I'll save the static prison. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna leave 1 mana up in case he plays like a Snapcaster Mage, which seems pretty likely that he could have. Pass the turn. Nox Pearl. Oh, right. I was wondering how he had, oh, and he has Shield Red. Okay. Kill your guy. Wait, eat 1 thing first. I'm going to take the Flames of Anor. Then we're going to kill your guy. I mean, I can hit the Shield Red, but do I want to? It's going to give him a guy. Kind of have to. I don't really want to show him the Fragment Reality either. You know what? I will, because I'm probably going to board it out here. Midnight Clock. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pack it in. We're too far behind. Cut the Fragment Reality now that we've showed it to him. Bring in Voice. Do I want the Ocelot Prides on the play? More threat seems good. Pithing Needles are coming out. Stone of Erech doesn't do anything. Alright, bring in the Prides, bring in a Veteran. We already took out some removal. Cut another Static Prison. 28 creatures. What did I bring in? Oh, just the Containment Priest? That's right. Does this even do anything against him? I mean, it combos with Fragment Reality, but I'm taking it out. I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess there's a world where he could be playing like Unearth. Maybe I just cut it. Stay low to the ground. I can bring it in and take out Bombardment at least. I don't need all 4. Okay. Give this a try. Be on the play. This is a good hand. Sentinel first every time. Okay. Let's drop Ajani. Just have to be mindful of Meat Hook Massacre now that I know that he has it. Okay. Obviously discarding the Veteran. And I think a land. Which one? Probably the Sokenzan. Oh, what a draw. Okay. Wombo combo activated. What does that thing do? End step, influence counter. You can draw a card, or I mill cards. I mill X. Oh, he mills X cards. Yeah, I'm fine with him milling. Target opponent may have to draw a card. Can I just give him a card here? I think he's just dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. I'm just going to let you draw a card. So there's no funny business here. Pride, sure. Where you go? Headliner. Veteran. Wait, no. Pride. Domio. And type for lethal. Sweet. Yep, that's exactly the kind of matchup I want to play against. And his deck is built to beat the decks that are that beat me, like the combo decks. Very interesting rock paper scissors format. Interesting in that the deck selection is interesting. The gameplay, unfortunately, not so much in this format. Playing against a platinum player? What rank is that? That's below diamond, I know that. This hand is way too slow on the draw. This hand does nothing. Keep this. We'll drop the Lion Sash and a land. It's on 7 cards. Oh, okay. Generally don't mind playing against green-based strategies, but on the draw and roll to 5, this might be a tough game 1. Oh, he's on a 1-lander. Okay. I'm actually tempted to just drop Bombardment and kill his elf right now. See if we can sneak in a point of damage first. What if he has triple gut shot in hand? I don't think that card's even in the format. This is one of my favorite plays in Magic, just the disrespect attack. It works like 10% of the time. Okay. If this Amped Raptor finds an Ajani, oh baby. Come on. Okay, voice is pretty good too. And yeah, I'm actually just going to keep shooting his guys. Oops, I meant to play the tap land, but that's okay. Okay, he did find land. Unfortunate. What can you do for 3 mana? Fight spell of some kind? Kiora. Okay, that's fine. Sentinel. Okay. I think we just... We'll leave him with the Fanatic of Rojas. Oh no, because the Dusk Rose can only hit artifacts or creatures. So we are going to kill Kiora. And then get back Luris, probably. Cost myself 2 life here with my last turn land play. Cure one more time. So he still has access to 3 mana. Okay, good. Stole the game after a mull to 5. That feels good. Okay, we want fragments on the draw for his elves and whatever nonsense he might bring in. Invasion's probably good. Pithing Needle I could play. I'm assuming he's playing like Karn. Plus Kiora, obviously. Containment Priest. Containment Priest is interesting because it stops, what's it called? Storm the Festival, but it doesn't. You can still get planeswalkers off of it. I'll consider bringing it in. Lion Sash can come out. Really bad against Karn. Cut 1 veteran. Do I want paths? I don't love giving him lands, but he could deal with his big giant guys like Pelucranos, whatever it's called, Cavalier of Thorns. I don't want to cut the discharges on the draw either. I'm actually going to not bring in Pithing Needle on the draw. I'll cut all the veterans. 1 Pride. How many creatures are we at? 24. Cut both Prides. It doesn't seem great in this matchup. 23 creatures is pretty bad. I have to cut a non-creature here. Probably just a path. Okay. Give this a try. I mean, this hand doesn't have interaction, but I'm going to keep it anyway. He mulls to 6, but he keeps. Oh, tap land go. Okay. Temple Garden. Playing white. Okay. I'll lead with Guide. This hand wants more energy. I don't think he's going to be playing a non-creature spell this turn. Utopia Sprawl? I would have thought he would play that last turn. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, he probably top decked the Utopia Sprawl. That's fine. I think I'd rather Static Prison whatever he plays off the Fanatic rather than hit the Fanatic itself. I can go Sentinel, Headliner. Next turn I have Raptor Prison. That seems pretty good. But we're going to start with the Disrespect attack, of course. What did I say? 10% of the time, it works every time. Now watch me win this game with exactly lethal. Okay. Do I get a card? Sweet. I'm actually fine with that exchange. I'd rather have a card than an Esper Sentinel. He's got a lot of mana now. We're going to get rid of his Sharpshooter for sure. Let's start with Amped Raptor. Can I stop drawing lands also? That'd be lovely. Oh, okay. Cool. Don't have to play the one from our hand just yet. Now this is an interesting decision. Do I... Just play this land tapped. I think I actually put counters on the Headliner because I want to... I don't know if that's correct or not. I don't see myself sacking this Headliner anytime soon. And I want to keep having access to the mobilized tokens. So yeah, let's do that. Send it to the sky. So he has 6 mana. You can play a Storm the Festival. Oh, he has nothing. That's even better for me. Ooh, and a Goblin Bombardment is not a bad draw. Let's play Sokenzan. Interesting, interesting. Channel just to get the energy, and I can send Headliner and Raptor to the sky. Seems pretty good. Next turn we have Bombardment for probably lethal. Send. Yep, this works out perfectly. As long as he doesn't top deck some kind of sweeper, this should be GG. Sweet. Into the 600s. My goal is top 250 by the end of the season, which ends the 29th, I think. So we have plenty of time, but it'd be nice to get there early. Because I am going to be out of town later this month. And playing down in rank. Must not be many Mythic players in Historic. This is a keep. Alright, might be another mirror match. Let's start with Amped Raptor. Headliner. Oh, this is just a white weenie deck. I'd love to see that. This is a great matchup for us. Don't want to play into Ajani just yet. Let's just play another Amped Raptor. Guide, not bad. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we have plenty of options here. Fragment's good against 1-drops. Claim the Firstborn's good. Don't see a need for anything else. Maybe Path, but don't think so. Cut the Lion Sashes, which I've been cutting quite a lot. Honestly, maybe this is a sign that in best of 3 we don't need it. I was playing a lot of best of 1 before this. Veteran, I could cut like 1. And maybe I want Path instead of Fragment. I'll make that swap on the play, but on the draw I'd like being able to take out his 1-drops for no cost. Gotta cut 1 more card here. Maybe Claim the Firstborn is not that great. It's really good in the mirror because you can steal like their Ajani's and flip it. But there's less like high value targets to steal, I guess. And on the draw, if you don't have a Bombardment or a Dusk Rose, you just have to give the thing back anyway. If I knew there was a land on top of my deck, this would be an easy keep, but it's a little too risky. Or if this was a dual land, a proper dual land. Ugh, gross. Gotta go to 5. Okay, as a keep, we're gonna dump 1 discharge in the headliner, I think. Kithian, you don't see that too often. I'll play Headlion. Wait, is this indestructible? No, it can gain indestructible. I'm fine with trading 1 for 1. Play Dauntless Bodyguard, but I'd be okay with that. Okay. Yeah. Ajani, not bad. Definitely need to kill Kithian here. Means indestructible, that doesn't stop Fragment. And then I can discharge something, potentially. Let's just go ahead and Fragment How. As long as he's not playing Ornithopter, it's just a free removal spell. And pass the turn. Ooh, that card's annoying. I'm just gonna trade with the Dauntless. There's an argument for killing the Hopeful Initiate, but I can just block it with Voice of Victory, and I'd rather save this for a more high-value target. Okay, that's not bad. Let's lead with the Voice. Ajani doesn't do anything right now. Sorry, getting a call. Okay. That's fine. What does the backside do? Okay, +1/+1. That's fine. Just draw. Ocelot Pride doesn't do anything right now. I guess I just play Ajani and pass. What does this do? Oh, add a line. Whenever you attack, create a 1/1. Okay. Yep. That's going to be difficult to kill. This is going to flip. I think I want to kill the bodyguard. Just going to let it happen. Okay. That was a great draw. Okay. We're going to get rid of Adeline. Flip Ajani. That Initiate will possibly be able to kill the thing later, though. Let's just make a token. Still behind. What does he hit here? Alright. And the add line triggers. That's gross. Do I have any profitable blocks here? I can save Ajani at the cost of losing my Ocelot Pride. Don't love that. I think I just need to let Ajani go here. And hopefully draw maybe a bombardment would be nice. That's not a bombardment. I think I'm just dead here. I have no action, no board really. Okay. So he has quite a bit of hate for my enchantment-based removal. Let's bring in the paths. Fragment is also really nice against Portable Hole. This is only non-tokens, yeah. I don't want to dilute my strategy too much here because I'm on the play. That gives me the advantage. Claim the Firstborn. It does hit Adeline. That's a nice little combo if I can manage to sack it afterwards. I don't think I need it though. And one more cut. I'll cut an Esper Sentinel. Doesn't seem great in this matchup. fact, I'll cut 2 and bring in my other veteran to make my Ocelot Pride better. And the life gain's nice in this matchup. Alright, we will play. This is a pretty good hand. We'll keep. Do have to take quite a bit of life early on, but cost of doing business. Okay, fair enough. Ajani, huh? Alright, now I start with Ajani, considering I drew a backup copy if he has removal for it. Alright, that's no biggie. Let's just drop another Ajani. Okay. I have answers for those. The static prisons can get them. Headliner, okay. Kinda, I'm not sure what to do here. I can prison, pay for a Sentinel, take out one of the ossifications. Feels a little bit early, because then I have to constantly pay the upkeep. He has no board presence whatsoever, though. I think I'm going to do that. I want to keep up the pressure. This lets me attack. Oh, I wouldn't have done that if I were you. Yep, my Johnny flips and GG. Into the 500s. Alright, let's try one more match here before I gotta run. So yeah, based on today, the only change I think I'd make is Lion Sash out. It's mostly a best of 1 consideration, to be honest. Best of 3, I don't think you need it in the main. It's really only for the shifting woodland matchup. It is nice as like a win condition, but you don't really need it. I'm gonna play. This hand doesn't do enough, unfortunately. Even if I draw a second land, that's kind of a weak hand, to be honest. Alright, this is a little better. We'll keep. Dump one of these static prisons. We have our best 2 turn 1 play and our wombo combo, so. Aw, Thoughtseize lame. Oh, look at that, back up Ajani, but he takes bombardment here anyway. Whatever he's doing, this is another matchup I like. Mono black, maybe? Is that really a thing in... Oh. That's rare. Let's play land. Guide Ajani. Interesting. 1, 2, 3. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't quite give me 4 energy. So we're just going to send with the cat. Good guy, the Ajani. Start pumping out tokens. We don't get the damage, unfortunately, but we still have a pretty formidable board presence here. What are you? For your attacks. Okay. Not a problem. Block here. Alright. Still don't get any damage, which would be nice. We'll go prison. Sentinel. How much damage am I attacking for? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can make it 10. I'd rather just have another token. We'll put counters on the Esper Sentinel. That doesn't save him. Let's just put some counters on our cats and attack for lethal. Sweet. So a lot of his guys are resilient to damage-based removal, so the Galvanic Discharges are not great. Probably just want to cut them all. Ghost Vacuum hits his underdog, but I don't really care about that. Definitely want Path. Containment Priest doesn't stop the underdog either. Do I want Invasion? Probably not on the draw. Just need to bring in one more card. Stone of Erech isn't terrible. It at least replaces itself eventually. Or I could just bring in a Fragment. I don't really want to give him cards. I'll bring in the Stone of Erech. He could be playing Sorin, mono black. Yeah, and then I think I'll just bring in. I'll roll with this. He mulligans. This is a keep. Not sure what I play turn 1 here. It depends on, I guess. Okay, Thoughtseize. I think I actually lead with Veteran here because I have the Prides. As much as I would like to get Sentinel online, I'd rather get this, have this Pride not be a dead card. Okay. Land would be a good draw. That's fine. I could path him, but no, I'd rather save it for like an Obliterator. Sweet, we drew a land. So let's go Sentinel, And Pride. Don't quite get... Actually, the second one does get City's Blessing, so this is going to work out very nicely for us. Oh, gross. Okay. At least he lost his own guy. Lion Sash, not bad. Let's go Guide into Lion Sash. Fine. Amped Raptor is good. Do I want to eat anything? There's nothing to eat really right now. Let's just lead with probably Veteran into Raptor. This does potentially walk into another Cry, but I think he would have played it last turn, right? Yeah, definitely. That I'm more than fine with. Play Guide. Can't quite grow Lion Sash out of range of another Cry, but again, he doesn't have it. Do I just get back Luris this turn? It can't be right. Maybe it is. There's really nothing better. Shoulder's fine. I'm not going to do it right now. Okay. I can Luris Guide. It'd be nice if I could Luris Bombardment, but I can Path, activate, hit for 6, or I can Guide into Luris into attack. No, let's just Luris into Guide from the yard. Attack for 4. That's annoying. I'm just going to skip to that. Definitely want Invasion now. Doesn't help me. Don't need the stone. Cut one prison, I guess. Don't need that much removal. Yeah, it looks fine to me. Oh man, all these one-land hands. I could risk it, but no, there's too many 2-mana hands. There are 2-mana cards here. This is not much better. Okay, that's a start. What do I care more about? I'm not sure. Probably this.
This is my home, and I haven't you ever
That's a good draw. It's also good. And stop on upkeep.
delay, nothing more.
Sure.
One of your friends has to leave.
One here, 2 to you. Actually, let's rethink this. 2 here. Put the counters on the Pride. This is going to be better. And I'll just get back Luris. Pass the turn. Yep. We'll just get rid of that right now, I think. Deadly Cover-Up doesn't save him. That also, I don't think, saves him. Yep. Alright, and Sokenzan should do it. Ajani also would have done it, but we'll do it the fancy way. And yeah, it doesn't matter how he blocks. Could have a fatal push, but even that doesn't save him. Alright, yeah, that's totally the matchup we want. Made it to 400. Basically doubled our rank, I guess if you can call it that. Let's pull up the deck one more time. Yeah, big fan of this deck. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut these Lion Sashes, though, and bring in the Voice of Victories. It's going to be a little bit better for us. I do like Lion's Pride or Lion Sash, but only in best of one, I think. This is the list I'm going to stick to for best of two, best of three. Maybe bring in like one more piece of Graveyard Hate, since we no longer have the Lion Sashes, but maybe even not. But yeah, this is one of the best decks in the format. Give it a try if you want.